This is King Aijalon from the Loyal African Minds. What's up, family? Today we got another Loyal African Mind broadcast interaction with the youth out here at Laney College in the city of Oakland. We have Asata, Princess Asata, right? The Nubian princess. Uh, she was giving me some information. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Let's check out the answers. Now, Princess Asata, there's no right or wrong answers. We just want to know what our people know and what our people don't know, especially with our youth. The elder people, they had a slave taste. So they told us to go to school, right? And while they worked 5 jobs. So we had to raise ourselves. Some of us went out and sold dope. And some of us went out there and used drugs. Some of us went to prison. And so we wasn't there to raise y'all because your parents was on dope, you selling dope, or on the streets, or had a job and they couldn't come home and watch y'all. So we didn't pass on no plan. We didn't pass on no information. We was expecting the system to raise y'all. Now that the system raising these kids and they got their pants off their behind, and the girls are looking over sexual, not all of them. So I'm gonna ask you a question. What color is Jesus?
What color is what?
Jesus.
Jesus is black.
What color do they show him as?
White?
Can we win?
Yes.
Can we win with a white Jesus?
Oh, no.
Okay, because he's connected to the European race.
Yeah.
All right. Did anybody ever come out of a womb named Jesus Christ?
No.
So, if we call on the name Jesus Christ, do we call on the truth or we call on a lie?
You could call him a lie.
Okay, so the picture is a lie and the name is a lie. So we understand one thing about European Caucasians, they would change name, dates, and times, right? So the story is based off somebody real.
Yes.
It's based off of somebody, but they changed the name, date, times, and places. So do we need to find the original name?
Yes.
So if they changed the name to Jesus Christ, which is an English name, and we need to find the original name, so is the original place Israel?
No, I don't think so.
So they might have changed that name? So was the birth 2,000 years ago? So they might have changed the time too?
I believe that it's a lot older, and they're trying to mix in their own kind of thing, so that everyone will think that it came from them and not from us.
Or what about this? What if they mixing it so everybody can think that it's them? What if they changed it because they figured out we have such a deep seated faith? Once you give us an ideal, we don't want to let it go. We'll take it. You can destroy us. You can kill us. You can slap us. This your class?
Yes.
This finna go in?
Oh, wait. No,
I have a okay. So if you take the C off of Christ, right, and you pronounce the H by itself, and you pronounce the Rist, what does that say? What sound do H make? And RST is what?
RSC.
RSIT is what? Wrist.
Wrist, yeah.
So you put it together, ha, wrist.
Wrist.
Okay, the original mother and child was Isis and Horus. Then they changed it to the Madonna and child. Then they changed it to Mary and Jesus, right? So if you put a K on Horus, right, take the C off of Christ and you put a K there and you pronounce it Ka, wrist, you got what?
Cars?
All right, so maybe his name was not Christ. Maybe it was Karas. And Ka means the soul, and Ra means the divine energy. And that means you're anointed. Hey, how you doing, young brother?
That's
What's
my
your
brother.
What's your name?
My name is
Reginald.
Reginald, but you can call me Reggie.
Can I call you Prince Reggie? Can I call you Prince Reggie?
Chris Reggie?
Prince.
Prince? Oh, yeah, sure.
We got the Nubian Prince Reggie with his sister, Princess,
Asata.
and step over by your sister, brother. Yeah. We at Laney College, asking our young black Nubian people, get a little closer, man, so I can get you on the thing. What do they know and what they don't know? Okay, y'all ready for the next question? What is the plan for Africans worldwide? Do we have a plan?
No.
No, we don't have a
Okay, can I tell you something?
Yes.
The greatest thing we can do as a people, right, is when we don't know something, admit that we don't know something. When we don't got it, admit we don't got it. Then we can plan and know what we need.
Yes.
We need a plan. Do somebody else got a plan for us?
No.
You sure?
Oh, no, it's possible, yeah.
You don't think the Europeans got a plan for us?
Probably.
What is they plan for us?
They probably plan to make us outcasts and then
We already outcasts.
the slave system.
So you think we can go back in slavery again?
It's possible. With all the racist people coming out today, it's very likely.
How do the Asians feel about us?
The Asians, well, they kind of think of us as a nuisance, I believe. I'm
Okay.
not sure. I don't think they're like gonna go that far as to try to put us in slavery as well, but
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't believe that they really care about us.
Okay, well let's. You ready to talk, Roger? Okay. If you have the land, right, with all the resources, right, is that a reality or is that a belief, a hope, or a faith?
And we need all mine, all of it.
No. If you have the land with the resources,
Yes.
is that a belief, a faith, and a hope, or is it a reality?
To me,
Not to you.
sorry.
Not to you, scientifically. If you have the land
Yes.
and it has the resources, right, is that reality or is it a hope, a faith, and a belief?
Oh,
No, it's a reality. The land is yours, right? If somebody take the land and give you a Bible, right, and they tell you to hope that you go to heaven, believe you'll go to heaven, have faith you'll go to heaven, right?
yeah.
You traded your land, your reality, for a hope, a faith, and a belief. Is that what Africans did?
They were forced into it.
Okay, but it still was it a trade?
Yeah.
Do a lot of us walk around with hope, faith, and belief instead of reality of trying to give a plan to our next generation?
Pretty much.
What you think?
Yes.
Simple, simple answer. So now we know we ain't got a plan, right? And we know with hope, faith, and belief, these people get all our resources.
Yes.
So our job as slaves, be good to your masters, especially your Christian masters, right? Also, they say don't want nothing on this earth. Wait till you die, go to heaven. But the European Christians get everything on this earth, and the same ones that destroy us, don't they get to be forgiven and make it in heaven with us? According to the story,
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
I said the ones that destroyed us and tell us don't want nothing on earth, that has everything and all the resources and the money on earth, and that's using all the cultures and killing people and the animals and polluting the earth, don't they supposed to, according to the story, don't they supposed to get forgiven and go to heaven also with us?
Pretty much, yeah.
So we're going for okie doke, right? That we don't want nothing while we're on earth, but we allowing these other people who gave us this doctrine to have everything on earth and then at the same time be forgiven and go to heaven.
Yeah.
Look like you got something to say. What you want to say, young man? Speak freely.
That's really messed up in my what I think. That's really messed up. I mean, like, why should they be forgiven for all the monstrosities and horrors they've caused on the earth while they were still here, like before they died? I mean, like, they polluted the earth, killed a lot of animals, and brought put a lot of people into slavery, like way back in the day. And should they really be forgiven?
Okay. Me, personally, I say no. But since this their system, right,
Yeah.
and they got us under control,
That's
they
capitalism.
won't, their mindset, right, once you come under their control, once they conquer you, you must forgive them for anything that they did. But they'll hold you accountable.
I think you may be overlooking something.
Okay.
So, yes, we were slaves for a very long time, and we were enslaved by the Europeans. But that was in the past.
You think so?
Yes, this is the present. And I know that there are still a lot of some Europeans that wish we were back in the slave system, but there are others that they're just like us.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you really sure? Because that sun touches my skin, right? And that sun touches the plants and it touches the animal, and we all right.
I mean, they may not have the physicality.
Okay, so now we understand, right, that they're not just like us. So we ain't finna make no excuses. Somebody programmed us to say we all humans, right?
Yes.
But we're the original people. Hue means shade of man. So you got the original man and then you got the shade of man. So the original man, he's not the human. He's the original man. Your hair texture and your skin texture is different. Your biorhythm is different. Your chemical makeup is totally different.
You don't have to.
You have, what you say?
You don't have to be the same skin color as someone to actually be a human.
Right. But we're talking about the original man, that you are part of the original man. And as long as you, okay, put it like this. on Black Lives Matter, right?
Yes.
Do you hear the white church say anything?
The what?
The white church say anything?
No.
No.
Okay, all these 50 million good white folks are just like you white folks. Are they saying anything? Is the Asian saying anything?
No.
No.
Is the Latino community saying anything?
No.
No.
You might find a speck of 10 or 4 or 5, right?
Yes.
But you out there dying. And you've been dying since you've been here. And so as far as paperwork and as far as the verbiage, it's not no slavery, right? But psychologically, you already know, right?
Right.
They gonna give you an A if you do your work job at school, right?
Yeah.
And if you move next to them, you gonna feel like you're not the rest of them, right? Like the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
And then we can pull ourselves up when we get an education, right?
Yeah.
What is the education about? What are they educating you to do? How could the opposition educate you to win,
How could
except as an individual to live next door to them and to buy material things from them? Is that the farthest education go? Because we've been educated since the 1800s, and we really losing throughout the whole world. So education cannot be the answer because we didn't come over here through education. We can't buy our way out of it. Don't manufacture no weapons. We can't fight our way out of it.
they'll just drag us back? They might just drag us back.
So what is the greatest thing that they cannot control? That they tell us in their Quran, in their Bible, in their Torah, under their Judaism, their Christianity, Islam, that they don't want us doing as black people. It's one thing they don't want us doing. Using our,
Imagination.
okay, break the word imagination down.
Our
No, just the two words. Just look at the word. It's made of two words.
I am
Image,
image.
and what's the next second word? Nation.
nation.
Imagination is nothing no more than the image of a nation. Right? So right now we're in somebody else's image of a nation.
Have it.
One thing we didn't do is use our own image of a nation. If we start imagining what a nation is supposed to look like, right? Which is a society, which is a system, which is a civilization, which is a clan, which is a tribe, which is a custom, which is a culture, we'll be free, right? Because you were living in the constraints of your own ideology.
Yes, we would be free of capital. Yeah, we would be free. Free of this unjust system, of this society that is broken. This society is broken.
It's not broken. The society was found on your back.
Okay.
Okay, so it was never time that it wasn't. This is somebody else's imagination.
Okay.
And so just because you imagine for some justice, the people who created it never imagined you to have the same justice they have.
Okay.
And so if they have an American dream, right?
Right.
And Martin Luther King have a dream,
Yeah.
can he put his dream inside their dream?
Inside.
No.
So when he gave us his dream, he fucked us up, right? Integration, before integration, we had our own stuff.
Yeah.
Our own barbershops, our own beauty salons, our own grocery store.
Yeah.
We had our own car lines. We were starting to get ships. You know, they had one brother who started an airline company. We were starting to have our own railroad systems.
There's even a town, a black town,
A whole bunch of them. It was a whole bunch of black towns throughout the United States of America.
but then they were all burned down.
Okay, let's listen to your sister right quick. Since we put enough information out there,
Um.
I want to ask the question. Now you said, did you say we all the same? Was that what you?
We're all human beings.
We're not all human beings. They already proved that the African is the only Homo sapien, right? Sapien. The rest of them has Neanderthal and they have rhesus monkey in their blood, and we're the group that carry type O blood. We have a pineal gland and a pituitary gland that's not calcified. So therefore, can a clone or can a graft or a mutant appear as the original?
No. But
No.
they're
Yes, it could.
not-
Yes, it could. It could appear as the original. That's why it's called clone. That's why it's called a mutant.
But they're not clones. They're human beings. Just because they don't have the same DNA that we do, and just because they weren't born from the same Homo sapien that we were, it doesn't mean they're not humans.
Okay.
They're just descendants of our blood.
You think so?
Yes.
What if scientists, white European scientists, tell you that they are clones? If you do your research, what if they tell you that one of our scientists, our community of our scientists, back 6,000 years ago, tampered with our DNA, right, and did a mixture? But if their scientists agree with that, because the information you have is what they gave you, right?
Right.
You ain't coming up with no new information, right?
Right.
Hmm.
And so they would program you to tell you that we're all humans, right?
Right.
And you'll defend that with your life, right?
Of course.
Okay, but that's something they gave you. And we already know that they changed time, dates, and places and names. So why would they tell you the truth? Now I want to hear you talk. I'm not putting you on blast. I'm just want you to think.
I think it's because they don't want us to rebel. Like, they planted that inside of our minds because they don't want us to go against. They don't want us to go against what they said. They don't want us to go against who. They don't want us to go against how they say we are human.
Okay, let's look at it from another way.
All right.
Say if the sun touches you, you're like a battery, right? You radiate energy.
Yeah.
So if you ignore them and look at her and look at me, all right,
Hmm.
and you don't give them the energy,
Hmm.
they disappear.
Yeah.
But long as you don't think of your own nation and you say like she do that we're all humans,
Yeah.
that gives them energy to exist in your field of vision
Yeah.
because you recognize them as an equal,
Yeah.
even though they don't treat you as equal.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can never uplift because you got somebody that you recognizing as an equal that don't even see you as equal,
Yeah.
and you're gonna put all your love and your energy into making them recognize you and loving you and trying to be something that they're not created to be.
Okay.
So let's hear her talk. Since you said what you said, speak freely. Anything you want to say.
No matter what, I'm always going to believe that everyone is human. It doesn't matter how much science you put into it, or no matter how much data you show me, everyone is considered human in my eyes. No matter what happens, no matter what they've done, that's just the way it is for me. And even if they were programmed, if I was programmed to believe that, I'll still stick by it because that's what I believe in.
It's a belief.
So, but I'm not saying that I go against myself and my people. I'm just saying that I view everybody as the same, as human.
Okay.
There are emotions and deep pain that we all feel
Hmm.
from both the past, present, and soon to be future. And that is what divides us. We're not one nation. We have never been one nation. We've always been divided.
Was being one nation, was that ever the plan?
No.
So why is you looking for one nation when there never was nobody plan?
Because if we were one nation, if we help each other out, then the world wouldn't be as messed up and crazy as it is now.
Okay, but if you look at the way the earth was, Africa was in Africa. The Arabians was Arabia. The
Hmm.
Europeans was in Europe. Everybody had a place on the earth and they had enough land, they had enough food.
Yes, but
Wait. Let's wait. That's what you look inside your mind. Somebody took people and shipped them around the world and mixed them together and mistreated them. And then now you're saying, forget all that and just be one people when they saying we don't want to be one people with you? But I'm saying, I'm just looking at a little black girl, right, who has a hope that's not going to come true.
and
Instead of hoping that me, you, and your brother unite and do our own thing, you hoping that all these people that's not fucking with you fuck with you. It's kind of insanity.
are you saying that I'm insane?
No, I'm not saying what you saying. I'm saying the way they got us thought. It has nothing to do with you personally. It's a lot of us who hope one day that they'll stop uh, being who they are.
But you see, that's the
But
thing. We
what I'm
all,
saying though to you, would it be better for us to concentrate on what we can do to uplift our own self than trying to wait on somebody to stop being who they are?
I'm not waiting. I've never waited.
I'm talking about as a group. I'm not talking about you personally. This is not no personal take. I'm
No.
just looking at this as a whole group.
When
Figuring each other out, figuring out ourselves, that's the way to go right now. But we can't always be divided.
Have you noticed that China knows that they're Chinese and they just closed their door to the world again, except for on their free enterprise? Do
Hmm.
you know the Arabs know they're Arabs? Do you know the Jews that know they're Jews? And they're not trying to hear what you're talking about? And so if you're the only one talking about that, and these people are uniting themselves and they're doing for themselves and their kids and their grandkids, right? And that's the plan that they're on. And you got this hope, right?
Hmm.
It seems to defeat the future plan that other people have. But I never did once hear you say that you hope your brother, me, and my kids, and hopefully when you have kids, will have our own systems of operation.
I'm sorry. What was the point of this? What are you trying to say?
I'm just trying to see what we know and what we don't know. And you are very intelligent. You got a very good heart. You hope humanity can come together for somehow, some way, when we have our own ethics and cultural patterns. And I hope you can bring that about. I hope you are one of the social engineers or cultural scientists that can make that happen. Listening to your brother, however, it seems like he's more on the side that, hey, if you go kick me over here, I can move over here and do my own thing. I don't have to stand there and get kicked. What's your take on it?
Well, like you said, you hope that we.
Oh, I love you though, sis. You still princess to me, no matter. Don't. It's not about feelings or emotion. Your your ideal is your ideal. It's just going out to the world to see how we think.
Well, as you said, that you hope that one day we as a people can do our own thing instead of instead of trying
Or
to.
being in somebody else's system.
Yeah,
You know, because I think our ideals would be better than what their ideal is.
but yeah, I get what you mean about how everyone else. I mean, like how other cultures do it all by themselves. Can do it all by themselves without like going other places and mixing other people. But yeah, I do get what you mean, and actually, yeah, that's all I can come up with.
Okay. Can I show both of y'all something?
Yes.
Let me show you. One is for the past.
Yeah.
Two is for the present.
Hmm.
Three is for those who got to come here.
Yeah.
And a salute. You ready?
Yeah.
One, two, three. So we gotta make it happen. Her turn. One, two, three. It's been a pleasure interviewing you. It was no right or wrong ideals. Stand by what you believe in. But guess what? If your people are finna move over there instead of being kicked, move with us if you can. Because we don't want to see you get kicked, sister. And for you,
Yes.
keep on developing your thoughts, man. You're gonna wake somebody up. One thing I noticed, you don't have to have that street ghetto thug swag in order to be intelligent in black empowerment. You can be who you are, you know, whether they call you a geek, squared, nerd.
Be what you want to be.
No, don't be what you want to be, but we be what we need.
Be what you need.
Because the enemy got our people as being whatever you want to be. In our African Nubian society, we got rules to follow. Under the creator, you got rules to follow. There's some shit you can't do. And that's just point blank. But under this system, they tell us to go ahead and be whatever you want to be, which is not a good thing. Be what's necessary. You know, be what's part of the creation. You know what I mean? Don't just go make up some stuff to be. All right, y'all. Can I hear y'all say hotep?
Hotep.
Hotep.
Okay, I got a book I want y'all to read. And I'm gonna come see y'all next Monday, all right? And we're gonna have another conversation. And I'm gonna bring a real camera and let you hold the camera. And I ain't gonna ask no questions. I'm gonna let you go freestyle, okay? Because you're a princess. And I'm gonna let you go freestyle too.
You mean like that?
No,
Okay.
on conversation.
Oh, okay.
But it's a book I want y'all to get called Stolen Legacy, and another one called Destruction of African Civilization. I think they got them in the libraries. You can pull them off online.
What is the book? What is the book?
Stolen Legacy,
Stolen Legacy.
and the other one is called Destruction of African Civilization.
Okay.
And that can be a project. If we can get all our people across the world to read that, and then when we come back and we keep making these videos,
Yeah.
right? You know you're a star, right? Huh? All right now. All right, peace and blessings.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings.
Thank you.